Welcome back, Riverside. I'm Marib Ahmad.
And I'm Chad Andrews.
On this week's episode, we'll get another update on Riverside Athletics.
Next, we'll catch a glimpse on how to prepare for this year's President's Inspection.
And lastly, we'll have our college counselor, Mr. Benson, give a few words to our underclassmen.
Catch all this and more on
ENN.
Exactly 2 weeks ago, our January rock class celebrated the completion of their rock cycle after a full month of hard work. The rock parade looked fantastic, and Colonel Przewski had some words of wisdom for the newly appointed cadets. Our rocks were later promoted during the cresting ceremony by their cadet leaders and were soon reunited with their families for the first time in 1 month. A huge shout out goes to the cadet cadre who sacrificed their winter break to come early and assist in rock training. Congratulations, Rocks, on your hard work and promotion. We hope you continue down the path of success here at RMA.
The Star Student is a program honoring Georgia's highest academically achieving high school seniors. To obtain a STAR nomination, high school seniors must have the highest score on any single test date of the SAT, taken through the November test date of their senior year. They must be in the top 10% or top 10 students of their class based on their grade point average. The 2019 and 2020 Star Student is Cadet Xiaoliang Su. Su arrived at Riverside in the 8th grade, and from that moment, he's aimed for nothing but success. Su now has the highest SAT score within the school and is looking at many different colleges to study biology. With his recognition, Su chose Miss King to be the star teacher. Miss King has helped Su along his high school journey, and she is greatly deserving of this recognition. Ms. King currently teaches pre-calc and Algebra 2 and has done an amazing job setting students like Su up for success. Congratulations to Cadet Su and Ms. King, and thank you for everything you guys do.
Last week, several RMA cadets had the honor in supporting our Atlanta Mayor, Keisha Lance Bottoms, at the 100 Most Influential Georgian event at the Georgia Aquarium. Now, as Atlanta's 60th mayor, she runs one of the country's most influential cities, a multicultural hub for business, education, and technology.
February marks Black History Month, a tribute to African American men and women who have made significant contributions to America and the rest of the world in the fields of science, politics, law, sports, the arts, entertainment, and many others. Martin Luther King once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." When things are nice and easy, everyone seems to be doing their best. But ask yourself, how can you separate yourself when things become tough and challenging? Will you push through or let the adversity bring you down? And now, let's go over to Ruben Barahona for an update on Riverside Athletics.
What's going on, Riverside? My name is Ruben Barahona here for another episode of Riverside Athletics. On this week's Riverside Athletics, you'll be hearing all about our swim team season coming to an amazing end, our basketball and wrestling team journey to the state championships, our fencing team competing in another home meet, and about our baseball, tennis, and soccer team season coming to a great start. Catch all this and more on Riverside Athletics. Our swim team season officially ended as cadets Radcliffe, Clore, Legaspi, Lee, and Okingo competed at the GHSA State Championships in Georgia Tech this past Friday. Shout out to these cadets and the rest of the swim team on a job well done.
Our varsity basketball team were crowned region champions after defeating Towns County for the second time with a score of 65-49. Receiving a first-round bye last week, they went into the second round of the playoffs playing North Cobb Christian School. Unfortunately, they fell to the North Cobb Eagles, ending their season with an overall record of 15-12.
This past weekend, our wrestling team competed in the GHSA Wrestling Sectionals. Cadets Newman, McDonald, Chesser, Lewis, and Finneran qualified for the state meet. Lewis came in 4th overall, and Chesser became RMA's first GHSA State Wrestling Champion. Congratulations to all the wrestlers on an amazing season. Our baseball team started their season off with a win against Johnson High School, but took 2 losses this past week. With a very busy schedule ahead of them, they will try to bounce back with a doubleheader tomorrow against Cedar Shoals. We hope the baseball team has a great season ahead of them. Our tennis team has had a great start to their season, winning 3 out of their 4 matches. They have had very comfortable wins with great performances from cadet Lalayan, Pimentel, and Baker. In doubles, cadets Faber and Ali, as well as Radman and Bergman, have cruised through their matches. Good luck to the tennis team with the rest of your season. Our fencing team continues to improve as the season progresses. This past weekend, they competed in a meet that was conducted here at RMA. Cadet Drucker finished 6th out of 40 competitors. Good luck to the fencing team on the final stretch of the season. Our soccer team won their scrimmage game against Lakeview Academy and tied against Madison County High School in their opener this past week. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. I'm Ruben Barahona, and you're watching Riverside Athletics.
Thanks for the update, Ruben. Sweeping your floor and making your bed might be enough for you to get by during weekly inspections. But is it enough to get by for President's inspection?
Wait a second. Did he just say President's inspection?
I sure did. President's inspection is coming up on February 22nd. Yeah, that's tomorrow, folks. Make sure you start preparing your rooms ahead of time so you don't get gigged for your company. Let's go over to our inspection specialists, Captain Green and Captain Dixon, for a few tips on things to look out for.
To win this inspection, this is an intense cleaning. This is not your weekly inspection. So you don't cut corners, you clean the corners.
It's an intense effort on each cadet's part to ensure that they spend enough time and go through their own area with a fine-tooth comb and turn the map around, look at their room from the perspective of the inspector.
All right, well, the common gigs are, of course, half of it's related to your personal hygiene, your haircut, all the way down to your shoes, your nails, your shave, your personal appearance, how you put your uniform together. And then the other half is your room. So common gigs are going to be, of course, the haircut, the shave, the lack of shiny shoes, or some of your uniform items that are not displayed properly. So consult with your chain of command, get pre-inspected, and look your best. So you can't go wrong by following the Blue Book. It is the best resource for you to follow, because if it's not in the Blue Book, you probably should get it out of your room. More stuff in the room, more exposure, more chance of a gig. So follow the Blue Book. There's a few things that we maybe don't publish in the Blue Book. For example, the trash can in the Blue Book is displayed upright. We're going to actually have you lay that down for inspection. So during the normal week, that's how you operate your trash can, but you're going to lay that thing down, no bag in it, make sure it's clean of any stickiness, debris, that it's immaculate. Scrub it good.
Okay, shoe lines. Shoe lines are a very obvious thing that you can see right when you walk into a room. Okay, so the precedence matters and the kinds of shoes matter.
The Blue Book just happens to measure exactly 8.5 inches. So you take that Blue Book and you lay it at the beginning of your bed, not at the bottom of the curve, right there on the top. You roll that baby over twice. That is 17 inches, plus or minus a half inch. Got a lot of gigs last year because guys didn't use that tool. 8.5 inches, and then the width of your cuff or the fold is exact measurement of a Blue Book. So 8.5 inches on your fold, and then to the foot of the bed or to the head of the bed, it's going to be another 17 inches.
Another item would be food items. The guidance this year, the closet is the only place in the room that there are any food items, period. All of the food items need to be stored in one container or bin. Last but not least, half sheeting. Don't half sheet. It's specifically one of the items the inspectors are going to be looking for this year. Do not half sheet the beds.
The presence inspection is the culmination of all the hard work that you as an individual and your company and your leadership come together as a unit. And when that sergeant major and that colonel walks down the hall, you're going to feel some tension. It's okay. You just stand tall, get your chin in, your chest out, your shoulders back, and show these men what you've done to prepare.
Yeah, so it can be a little nerve-wracking having the highest ranking individuals within your organization taking a look at you, and it's everything that you've been doing and the quality of your effort and the quality of your character as a cadet. It's all out there on display, and so the way that you prepare yourself in your room and as a collective prepare the company is a direct reflection on you. And so that can be a little intimidating, and it's a team effort. And there's strength in that. It's knowing that if everybody's pulling their weight, we're going to be fine. We're going to do the right things. We're going to go back. We're going to check each other, and just wanting to be the best company in the battalion can be a good motivator as well.
Thanks for the info, gentlemen, and do not be that guy to get a gig for your company. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
The Riverside Cadet Store has just received a new stock of fresh beanies. This top-of-the-line headwear will keep you warm no matter the temperature. For the super low price of $39.99, you too can rock this. For the low price of $39.99.
Hey, stop. We made a mistake. It's actually $19.95. We gotta change the price.
Oh, yeah, okay. For the low price of $19.95, you too can rock this stylish beanie now from the Cadet Store. This exclusive Riverside mug is now available in the Cadet Store for the competitive price of $18.50. Get yours now.
Phew, better go get me a mug ASAP. Juniors, it's that time of year where you need to start preparing for college. Letters of recommendations, SAT scores, and GPA is not something you should be stressing over your senior year. So it's important to get an early start. Let's go over to Mr. Benson for some advice on how to become a stronger college applicant so that you can get accepted into your dream school.
I am really excited to be on ENN here for the last few remaining episodes this semester regarding some tidbits on the college application process. I'd say number one, you have to test. Whether it's the SAT or ACT, you need to test. We have 2 tests remaining this semester. We have March 14th that's coming up here shortly, and then we have May 2nd. Those are both SATs. April 4th, which is the first Saturday of spring break, there's an ACT, but there's also an ACT in June as well as July. Testing in the summer is not a bad idea. Less pressure, less stress, more time to prepare. Number 2, I would say, is start visiting schools. Get on the campuses, walk around, try to do it when there are students on campus, because a big part of seeing a campus is not just seeing the buildings, but seeing the students. On-campus time is valuable time. Don't rely just on the web, because when you see something on the web, it's been filtered, it's been shot at the best angle, best vantage point, and it doesn't really give you a true feel for the campus or the neighborhood. So I would say the top 2 things are 1, start testing, and 2, go visit schools.
Thanks, Mr. Benson. Well, Riverside, we've come to the end of yet another episode.
Thanks for tuning in on episode 2 of season 5. I'm Marie Bamad.
And I'm Chad Andrews.
And we'll see you next time on
ENN.